Oh my gosh! Have you ever witnessed something like that before? I believe this is a first. Well, for me anyway. I literally just recreated that epic scene from the Fast and Furious. Oh my gosh. There's been one or two other movies where it appeared. But oh.
Show off!
A warm welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the Carrera Evolution Porsche 911 Carrera S Cabriolet. Oh, look at this beauty. So yes, I decided to go shopping in Germany again. Well, online, okay? So I was browsing various German slot car outlets online and I found this beauty at a rather decent price. Now, I have come to know you do have a lower tier of Carrera cars. And when I say lower tier, only just, meaning no headlights, no rear lights. I wonder how easy it is to install headlights and rear lights in a Carrera car that isn't built with one. I like to think of myself as being someone that at least gives you the idea that you don't have to have a Carrera track to buy Carrera cars. Not at all. There's a reason why Carrera gives you that extra guide blade, so that you're not just stuck to using their cars on their track. Now straight away I can feel the quality in this particular slot car from Carrera. The build quality feels just as good as any other Carrera car I have unboxed on this channel to date. So I've got no issues there whatsoever. I mean, look at the paintwork. I mean, look at the sheen on the door right there. And the reflection of this dude who's always looking at the cars that I'm reviewing. There, look, you can see him right there. That is a quality bit of paintwork. And now we move on to something that Carrera excels at the best out of all the slot cars I have in my collection so far, which really consists of Carrera and Scalextric, but that's about to change. I went shopping again because someone kept saying 3 letters to me and I kept ignoring it, and then I decided to look into it. Oh my gosh, now I know what a professional slot car looks like. November, Sierra, Romeo. We'll come back to that when I unbox that one. However, something that Carrera excels in the most are their wheels. And if there was ever an occasion where I wish they had the word Carrera on the tyres, it would be today. Because, you know, usually I say, why do they put Carrera on the tyres? There's no such thing as Carrera tyres. However, I don't know if this is a complete coincidence, but as you know, this is the Carrera S. In the real world, this Porsche is the Carrera S. And the makers of this car is Carrera. They have nothing to do with each other. Now imagine an alien landed on Earth and I had to explain that Porsche made the Carrera S, which is what this model is, made by Carrera, even though Carrera is a slot car maker who made this slot car, which is a Porsche Carrera S, even though Carrera don't make real cars, but Porsche makes real cars, and the model of the car that they made is a Porsche Carrera S. And this particular car here isn't made by Porsche, it's made by Carrera, which is a real slot car maker who makes cars that are not real, but this particular one is the Carrera S made by Carrera, not Porsche, even though it's a Carrera S. Carrera don't make cars in the real world, but they're based on real cars, such as this Porsche Carrera S, which is a Carrera car made by Carrera who don't make real cars.
What?
I don't know what it is about red calipers on a brake disc, but it just makes it look so much more sporty. Right, before I carry on with anything to do with the exterior of this beautiful car, we have got to get to the interior. You know, sometimes in my head, whenever I wax lyrical and say amazing things about a Scalextric slot car, In my head, it's as if Carrera said, what? Hold my beer. Oh my gosh, will you look at the interior of this bad boy? It's like I've mentioned before in the past, is that when slot car makers make a drop top, a soft top, a cabriolet, a convertible, whatever you want to call it, they are almost duty bound to make sure the interior looks better than usual. Oh my goodness, look at this. Let's start with the back of the seats. Look at that. One, I'm loving the two-tone effect. So on the front, black, on the back, white, or off-white, I don't know, but it's got Porsche. It's got Porsche along the back. Now don't get me started on the dashboard. Look at the detail, look at the entertainment system, the steering wheel. Oh my gosh, I'm calling it. I know I'm always calling it in every video, but they just seem to get better and better every time I see a different slot car. Well, certain ones. I have never seen a better interior of a slot car in my life. There you go, I've said it. Well done, Carrera. But I gotta say this though, he's got no legs. Now, if you're wondering why I just laboured that point, it's because my previous video that I did, the character had legs. And you know what? I'm gonna flip the script, okay? Normally I leave looking at the underneath of a car to near the end or just before the drive. I'm going to it now because again, it's another first on this channel, but I won't mention that just yet. I just want to finish my point about he's got no legs. The reason why he has no legs, because I've yet to see a Carrera car with a motor that is a sidewinder, okay? They're nearly always inline motors, yes, which are better, now I've had it confirmed, are better than sidewinders. And of course, as you can see here, this is an inline motor, okay? And your gear, I would suggest, will be sitting around there because of that shape. I could be wrong, I'm not a professional, and I don't open up cars, but I will start to do that soon. But anyway, forget all that. Oh my gosh, another first for the channel. Look at that! Again, it's as if Carrera said, hold my beer. Exhaust pipes looking amazing underneath a Scale Electric car. Have some of this, have it. And loving the detail on the seats there. They look like real luxurious leather. That center console. I'm not just talking about the entertainment or navigation or whatever that is. I've never owned a Porsche. On the dashboard, I'm talking about where what looks like the gear stick is. Amazing. Right, let's get back to the externals of this beautiful specimen from Carrera. Loving the tiny little Porsche badge right there. Obviously you got that huge number 38 and then stripes there. I think the stripes make it go faster. Anyway, and then you've got the registration or license plates or tags, whatever you call it in your country. I'm loving that it literally says Dad. Well, that's what it looks like. Dad 38. And yep, loving the grills, the lights. Oh, it all looks beautiful. It's just a shame that the lights are not functioning on this model. I'd love to know why Carrera does that. Why do they make models that should have a light without lights? Is it to make it cheaper? And then, ooh, look at the behind on this car. The double twin exhaust pipes. And then look at the intricate detail here. And look at those sleek rear lights. If only they were functioning. And now, just before I take it for a drive, how can I not mention the cool dude sat in the vehicle? Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, he has no legs. In fact, he doesn't really have a body. I think he just has a chest. Look, that really doesn't matter. Because when you look at it at this angle, it looks awesome. In fact, burn that. If you look at it at any angle, this car is all kinds of awesome. And I'm going to call it again. Even though this is only number 2 of a convertible or a drop top or however you want to say it, whether it's a hard top or a soft top, whatever, this is the best one I have seen on my channel to date, okay? The other one serves a very good purpose of being a movie themed car, so that puts it in its own class. But this, there's no competition. The detail on this is far superior. Right now, before I take it on the track, shall we quickly jump in, have a quick look and see what it looks like if we were behind the driver. Ooh, that looks good. Loving the rear view mirror. Right, as you know, most Carrera cars, with an exception of one or two or few, will come with that little alternative red guide blade. You just have to pop off the original one. This one here, wow, he's strong. Anyway, yeah, you just need to take that out. Pop the red one in. If you're going to run it on a scale-electric track, maybe one or two other tracks may need that too. Extremely easy to do. You just literally pull it out, okay, and push the other one in. I've shown it before on other videos. I don't need to keep showing it, but yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take it to the track so we can have a... Wait, what? No way! Oh my gosh! Have you ever witnessed something like that before? I believe this is a first. Well, for me anyway. I literally just recreated that epic scene from the Fast and Furious. Oh my gosh. There's been one or two other movies where it appeared. But oh.
Show off. That's the Brian O'Connor school driving right there, baby.
Now, I could sit here and tell you that I set this up and that I practiced and I kept going around and around and around until I perfected that move. I'd be lying if I told you that. I did not expect it to do that. As you can see, I was pushing this car really fast and decided I wanted to do some slow motion footage. And then out of the blue, because I pushed it a little faster, the slot car literally jumped out of its track . Its slot did a 180 and then jumped into the other side, the other slot, and started to reverse because there was power there too. Those of you that know about the various apps you can use on an Arc Air will know that you can have the track set up so both lanes, both slots are constantly powered or in a powered state, which is why it continued to reverse. Listen, this car, fast. This Carrera Evolution Porsche 911 Carrera, sounds like I'm repeating myself, but that's the title. Two different Carreras, as we have already established. S Cabriolet number 38 is epic.